Welcome back, NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to another episode of Music with Nick. Today we got a very fun project by JK who sponsored the marathon, and I wanted to thank him. This is going to be a lot of fun because basically what JK decided to do is make a marathon of various songs, and basically what they have in common is that they have the word super in the title. That's the gist. That's what we're gonna do. So there's they're not random songs because JK did choose them, but I just find it very cool that all the songs have super in the title. So thank you again so much for sponsoring this marathon, JK. And again, thanks everyone for being here, for being so loyal to the channel, for watching. You know, I guess not all the videos, but as much as you can. You know, I know it's hard to keep up with me. I'm like, you know, releasing a lot of videos. I do have to, you know, agree with that. But hey, it's a lot of fun. It's very therapeutic for me and also for other people. So, you know, why not keep doing it if it's a lot of fun for others and for myself, you know. So we're gonna start it off with Donovan. I know Donovan. Met this band on the channel. You know, I got so this is Sunshine Superman from Sunshine Superman, the album 1966. All right, then XTC as well, another band that I got to know here on the channel. Skylarking is the album. Let's see, 86, and that's really Supergirl. Awesome. Then Superman by Life's Rich Pagan. This is from R.E.M. Let's see what year this came out. 86. All right, so Superman is the title of the song. Then Scary Monsters and Super Creeps by David Bowie. This is by Scary Monsters and Super Creeps, the album 1980. I've never heard of that one. That's a song that I'm super curious about. I've never heard of that album. And then we're gonna do Stevie Wonder, Superwoman. We're gonna do Superstitious, but JK knew that I'd heard that one before, so we're gonna do Superwoman, Music of My Mind, Stevie Wonder, and this is from 1972. That's it. That's what we're gonna do, and I hope you enjoy. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button if you want, of course. And you can also check out the Patreon. We have about 32 full albums on there, Alexia and I. So check that one out as well. So we're going to go full steam ahead with this marathon. We're not going to do any cuts right now. Let's just go full steam ahead with Donovan, Sunshine Superman. Here we go. Thanks again so much for being here. I hope you enjoy. Let's go.
Sunshine came softly through my window today. Could have tripped out easy, but I've changed my way. It'll take time, I know it, but in a while you're gonna be mine, I know it. We'll do it in style, 'cause I made my mind up, you're going to be mine. I'll tell you right now, ain't a trick in a book, and a baby, all that I can find. Everybody's hustling just to have a little scene. When I say we'll be cool, I think that you know what I mean. We stood on a beach at sunset. Do you remember when? I know a beach where, baby, it never ends. When you've made your mind up forever to be mine.
I love the sound of the recording, 60s. You hear that the technology, at that time, and it just has a certain charm to it. But also the composition, the way the whole thing runs, it sounds like, like early Beatles or early like Doors, it just has that sound. I love that. Or Beach Boys, it has that flair to it. And also the cover, Flower Power-ish. I mean, it's not more. It looks like the Slinky, actually, the Slinky strings. That's kind of cool. Sunshine Superman. Maybe that was inspired. I mean, they're right there. You can't really see them. Right there. There. But yeah, I just love the style. It's a very short song, of course, radio purpose, but it's a banger. Really cool. Really cool. All right, let's keep going.
Nothing on me. I can make like a turtle and dive far. You're pearls in the sea. Yep. I get you, you can just sit there while thinking on your velvet throne. Ride all the rainbows so you can have all your own. When you've made your mind up forever to be mine, I'll pick up your hand and slowly blow your little mind. When you've made your mind up forever to be mine, I'll pick up your hand.
Very, very cool. The fade out. And I love that I love the bass. Ooh, did it start? The bass, the bass and the guitars. I didn't really hear any like drums, or maybe they were very low. I think it was more like, if there was any like kind of a percussion, it was more like percussive instruments. There was no real like punch to it. But yeah, I could be wrong. I was kind of like trying to react to the lyrics, but then I got taken from the music a little bit. I don't know. So but I just loved it. I just was mesmerized by the old sound that it had. That was kind of like what became over me. So this is 86. So this is going to sound, of course, very, very different. XTC. That's really Supergirl. Let's see what that sounds like. Oh, I love that there's so much variety. Bowie, Stevie Wonder, R.E.M, XTC. Really, really cool. Let's go.
I can hold you now if you want to fly. Can't you see I'm all broke up inside? Got just to use not to and say I hurt like kryptonite. Put me on my knees. Now that I found out just what you're doing with your secret identity.
Very good. Very 80s, very like, oh, what's going on? It's like the next song wants to start, but it can't. Yeah, a lot of, I like XTC because they're very like random, you know. There's a lot of things to take in when you hear, like, I would love to listen to this right now again, just to kind of like take it all in, because there's so much happening. But I was focusing a little bit more on the lyrics. But I love the inventive type. It sounds very like, I don't know, I got a little bit, I guess the voice sounds a little like Tears for Fears, but I guess the music is totally like bizarre, and I don't want to say proggy, it's just, I guess, new age, you know, for that time. So yeah, really good though, and I love that it goes so well with the theme that JK came up with. Give me just one moment here. All right, I'm back. So I unfortunately I just saw that the Jimmy Buffett marathon was blocked, but I was able to unblock it, and I just released it literally 5 minutes ago. So I needed to stop. I wanted to fix it, so that's why I stopped. Sorry about that, but you know, I want to keep you guys not waiting. You know, it's already, you know, late, so I didn't want to make you wait any longer. This was very interesting. XTC. I must, you know, come back to it at a later time. This was just very good. I can see there's a lot of potential in this band that I would like. The kind of music is very out there. It's not your typical, and what I like what it said. One of the smartest bands in England, I guess, because of the sound. It was very innovative, you know, for the 80s, you know. 86, instead of doing the metal thing or the overly synth, I don't know, it just sounds really, really good. So really cool. Now R.E.M, I mean, what's there to say? R.E.M, I know them pretty well from, I guess, the Losing My Religion, you know, and there's a couple of songs that are just so famous, you know, that you just know them just by being in certain areas at certain times. There was this arcade in Mexico, and I would go there, and at that time they were playing Losing My Religion a lot, and I guess that's where I heard it first. And I don't know. Now you have to take into account, in Mexico, everything is always kind of like back in the like back in the 90s and 2000s, stuff that was popular in Mexico that already blown over here, you know. So everything is kind of like, it takes time to get over there. I guess now it's faster because of the internet, but back in the day it was just like, you know, if like somebody released an album like Iron Maiden or something, then like a year later or 6 months later you got it finally in Mexico. So yeah, the same with the music and just the whole times, you know. Okay, so R.E.M, Superman. I'm not sure if I've heard this before, but if I have, I will definitely say. This is from 86. There we go.
I am
Wow. So different from the REM that I know. And this is, let's see, this is one. So this was a single EP album. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This was the 7th album. And they still sounded more like post or like punk, or they didn't sound like the alternative band that became. That's crazy. And I love that they're still, they're still releasing albums. Just 2023 had a single, 2021 had an album. I love it. Really, really cool. They've really done, like, their career has spanned 4 decades now, literally. And but yeah, this sounded totally different from the REM that I know, but it was really cool, really good. All right. What else? David Bowie. David Bowie. I've always said I'm a huge fan of David Bowie. Scary Monsters and Super Creeps. Here we go. This is a longer one, and then we're gonna finish it off with Stevie Wonder, 8 minutes with Superwoman. Okay, let's go with Bowie first. There you go. And like, what I love about David Bowie, he's so unique, like everything I ever hear, this is like completely new. I think I'm more familiar with his 90s stuff, like Let's Dance and no, I'm wrong. Also with his 70s stuff, like Is There Life on Mars, Heroes, stuff like that. Just like, I think the best stuff, even the Pat Metheny stuff, so I do know a lot of Bowie, but this, I've never heard of this album before at all. So I guess I don't know if I would know any. Ashes to Ashes, maybe, I don't know, because that one has 80 million plays. But this is a good song, and what I love about his music is it's so unique, and the way he always reinvents himself as in everything, like the way he looks, the way he sings, the way he composes. No guitars, like completely, like his music is so vast and so unique. He does it all, like this is like, I don't know, just like this animal that constantly changes. What is it called? The chameleon, That's even his music is the same way. It's always something completely different. So you never really know what to expect. And I'm sure that must have been very, very thrilling, like being a Bowie fan when he was active and releasing records that you never knew what you were going to end up with, but it's always good, you know. That's the satisfying part. There was never really, I think he only struggled with the first two albums, but not because they were not good, because he was not known and there was no internet. So I think that's what I think happened. But yeah, he's such a genius, this guy.
And I stole a room. She asked for my love and I gave her a dangerous mind. Now she's stupid in the street and she can't socialise. Well, I love the little girl and I love her till the day she dies. She wails, Jimmy's guitar sound, jealousy's scream, waiting at the lights, know what I mean. Scary monsters, super creeps, keep me running, running scared. Scary monsters and super creeps, keep me running, running scared. Scary monsters and super creeps, keep me running, running scared. Scary monsters and super creeps, keep me running, running scared.
Very punk rock. Very punk rock, very random, like the guitar. Very, the way the solo was played was just like very unharmonious, you know, just on purpose, kind of like to make you feel like it's about scary monsters and super freaks. And it's just like, you know, he knows how to play with that music, so it sounds like uncomfortable. And I love that about composers, like for example, even John Williams, you know, like that are more like very operatic, I think. I mean, of course, there's like composers, like for example, I don't really know the name of the composers who did the music for most of the Stanley Kubrick movies, but it was just very uncomfortable to listen to. But also John Williams learned how to do that. For example, in there's this scene in Minority Report and these cops in the future, they have like these devices and they throw them out of their belt and they become like these spiders and they kind of like go on your head and scan your eyes. It's super creepy because it's like very futuristic, and it came out like 23 years ago, this movie. And Steven Spielberg was like, yeah, like wanted to make a movie about the future, how it was going to be. And I hope it's not going to be like that. But what I was going to say is that when they throw these spiders and they kind of like creep into your house under your door, the music that's being played is also very dissonant, and you get kind of like a sense of uneasiness. And this is what I think Bowie wanted to achieve here. And he did. I felt a little bit uncomfortable with the whole thing, but of course I like it. I appreciate it for what it is, but it is just like in this track, he totally got it. He totally like we're gonna make this kind of like uncomfortable because this is what the lyrics are about monsters and super creeps, and very good. I loved it. Okay, let's move on. Now I'm gonna have to take a little break real quick. So we're gonna do Superwoman next. All right, and we're back for the last track. This is Superwoman, and it says, "Where were you when I needed you?" by Stevie Wonder. Here we go.
Mary wants to be a superwoman, but is that really in her head? But I just wanna live each day to love her for what she is. Mary wants to be another movie star, but is that really in her mind? And all the things she wants to be, she needs to leave behind. But very well, I believe I know you very well. Wish that you knew me too very well. And I think I can deal with everything going through your head very well. And I think I can think very well. Wish that you knew me too very well. And I think I can cope with everything going through your head. Mary wants to be a superwoman and try to boss the bull around. But does she really think that she'll get by with a dream? My woman wants to be a superwoman, and I just had to say goodbye, because I can't spend all my hours start to cry. But very well, I believe I know you very well. Wish that you knew me too very well. And I think I can deal with everything going through your head very well. Think that I know
were not around. Now the summer's gone and love cannot be found. Where were you when I needed you last winter, my love? When the winter came, you went further south, parting from love's nest, leaving me in doubt. Where are you when I need you, like right now? Our love is at an end, but you say now you have changed. But tomorrow will reflect love's past. When the winter came, you were not around. Through the bitter winds, love could not be found. Where were you when I needed you last winter, my love? Need you, baby, need you, baby. Our love is at an end, but you say now you have changed. But tomorrow will reflect love's past. Oh, spring will fill the air, you will come around. But is it summer love that will let me down? Where were you when I needed you last winter, my love? Da 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 da. Where are you when I need you, like right now? Right now, right now, right now. Yeah. Where were you when I needed you last winter, my dear? Oh, yeah. Need you, baby. I 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 need you, baby. Oh, where were you when I needed you last winter? Last winter. Oh, yeah. Make me say, need you, baby. Need you, baby. Oh, you want me to need you, baby. Oh, where were you? I need you back.
Wow. What a masterpiece. Wow. So good. Like Stevie Wonder always like okay. I don't know what that was. What was that? Naked Eyes? But oh. I guess it just played by itself. Naked Eyes, the band. So I did my own little research. Oh no, first I wanted to talk about, I mean, this song was just amazing. Like everything that, Stevie Wonder does is just so superior. Like, I mean, the guy just composes like art, like groovy and the great lyrics, great musicians, like everything. So yeah, I was not even surprised that this was obviously my favorite, but it is then again not as like easy to choose. Now I looked up this little there's this entire article on songs with the word super in it, and I've been like, and there's a lot of stuff here that you guys like, but I think we should go with, I found a song with the word super in it by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard called Supercell. I think that would go. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be too heavy for this marathon, but I don't know. I'm going to listen to it for a second and then decide if I'm going to go with that one or something else. Give me one moment. All right. Okay. We dodged a bullet there. This was, I mean, it was good and everything, and a lot. And I know some people that love King Gizzard, but this was going to be like this too heavy. This was going to destroy the marathon. I'm just going to go with Super Freak by Rick James. It's a great song. It's not too long. It's a great, I grew up, with MC Hammer, and so, and I know, of course, that they kind of like sampled the intro and various instruments and stuff from in the Can't Touch This song, but I know it's from Super Freak. So let's play that. We got another song with super in the title. Here we go with Rick James, Street Songs, 1981. Let's give it a go.
She's a very kinky girl, the kind you don't take home to mother. She will never let your spirits down once you get her off the street. Oh, girl. She likes the boys in the band. She says that I'm her all-time favorite. When I make my move to her room, it's the right time. She's never hard to please. Oh, no. That girl is pretty wild now. Girl's a super freak. The kind of girl you read about in magazines. That girl is pretty kinky. Girl's a super freak. I really love to taste her. Every time we meet, she's alright. She's alright. That girl's alright with me. Yeah. Hey, 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 hey. She's a super freak, she's super freaking out. Everybody sing. Super freak, she's a very special girl. From her head down to her toenails. And she'll wait for me backstage with her girlfriends in a limousine.
So good. Man, and I hadn't really heard this one before. I thought I did, but not exactly. But man, did they really steal this song? I mean MC Hammer, you know, the ding doo doo, and then oh that ba da da dee da 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 dum doo 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 doo. Wow. Obviously this is way better. This has, oh my god, 280 million views. So maybe this is gonna boost the marathon a little bit. Who knows? Maybe not, you know, I don't know. But thank you so much, JK, for this awesome idea. This was definitely great. All the artists here, let me add this here at the end so I don't forget. But yeah, everything we heard was stupendous here. I mean, Donovan, super cool 60s vibes. XTC, 80s, like 80s, but with a certain like twist, not the typical synth, you know, 80s. R.E.M, super different from what I knew R.E.M sounded like. This sounded more like I said, almost like, I don't know, like post rock, you know, like a little bit of punk there. Then David Bowie, super weird. Of course, I loved it, but again, the song had like, it's a little bit of a, you know, I don't know, like vibe, like, oh, I'm not too comfortable, you know, with the whole thing. But you know, that's the genius of David Bowie. And then Stevie Wonder, I think that was my favorite, even though Rick James is very close because it's so funky and it's so catchy. But Stevie Wonder stole the show here with these super songs. So again, thank you so much. If you enjoyed this, please consider liking the video, maybe subscribing to the channel, and you know, leaving a comment. Maybe you know another song that you like that has super in the title. Let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.